I don't know about you, but I had to stop going to the grocery stores that I used to go to pre-pandemic because the costs were through the fucking roof, right? The costs of everything have gone up, but food in particular has been one of those sectors of the economy that has skyrocketed in price, and I think largely artificially. I think, quite frankly, the big five that own or manage and control the food industry in Canada are just gouging people left, right, and center, right? I mean, you can no longer say, oh, well, supply chain issues and blah, blah, blah. This is just a matter of greed. And nobody's doing anything about it, right? So what happens is that people who are struggling even more. And I wound up in a situation where I used to go to a local grocery store. I can't go there anymore. Or I can now because of certain online business, but I wasn't able to go there. I had to go to 2 or 3 different grocery stores to just get the staples because prices were through the roof, and I had to start looking at where there's sales and that kind of stuff, and I didn't have the time to do that kind of crap, right? I don't want to be going through coupons and looking where I can save 10 cents here and 10 cents there. It chews up a lot of time doing that. If I had nothing better to do and I was retired and, I wanted to be able to make a game out of how, I can save 30 cents on my grocery bill, great. But, I don't have the 4 or 5 hours it takes to go through that process and then go from store to store to store. I mean, I've got a demanding full-time job. I'm looking after my 89-year-old mother. I've got a 7-year-old daughter. I've got a property in the country that requires a lot of maintenance. Plus, now I've got my own online business. So I didn't have time to do that kind of crap, right? What I needed was a way of generating an additional stream of income so that I didn't have to struggle so hard all the damn time. If you can relate to this, okay, if you can understand what I'm saying, if you know that the struggle is real, then reach out to me in the comments and just type ready and let me help you get yourself started with an online business. And look, I know you don't have any experience doing that, and I know that it's daunting and it's scary and oh my god, I've never succeeded, stuff like this, and that's all for other people and not me, and isn't it nice, and all the kind of nonsense that the negative self-talk that you're engaged in. Just give it a rest for a bit, reach out to me in the comments, type ready, and let's show you the information, right? I promise you, as a beginner, you can do this as long as you're committed and as long as you are coachable and as long as you really want to change your life and you've got some half decent work ethic. You can do this.